questions. If you have any questions, please raise your hand. We'll get the microphone for you here. That way you can talk and coach you.
First, I'd like to give honor to God, who's ahead of my life, for allowing us to be on this platform to show our creativity, to learn the lessons through the good things and the bad things. We played against a really great team, and our hope is that we have grown our conference strong enough for everyone to realize that there's more than one team that can get to the dance. And I think Ohio is an unbelievable team. They have unbelievable players. He has a great system. But today, you know, our young ladies decided that their story mattered, that their time was now. And if anybody was going to beat us, they were going to have to take it. And they have to take it every single possession. They were relentless on defense. They took great shots. They made mistakes. They got back on defense. And this young group right here is carrying this old lady to a place that she's really excited to go towards. So, any questions?
Let's go ahead. Let's take questions first. Students first.
Just Joanna, I mean, how can you describe the significance of this? I mean, 16-2, now 16-3, and all three losses to you guys. Just what does this mean to you, and how do you feel right now?
I mean, it means a lot to us. I mean, it was all about surviving advance from the get-go. I mean, we came into the game knowing that we were up to their O in the record, but that didn't matter to us. We came out to this game like we never played them before, and I think it showed today.
Stephanie, you guys seemed really composed out there. It was low turnovers, smart shots. What kept you composed in a moment like that?
We just know when we need to slow down. Obviously, coach has really taught me well at which times to really slow it down and, you know, take the time off the possessions, especially late in the game. But it's just the fact that along these great players here, it just makes it so easy to stay composed and keep it focused late in the game because they really know what they're doing as well, and they can tell me as well, slow it down, Steph, we need to do that, and it just makes it easy.
Players, y'all defend OU so well. I mean, y'all just didn't let them breathe when they was looking for the three. Can you tell me about the defensive pressure you put on in the second half?
Correct.
Well, Coach Jack, we have a scouting report, and we have to stay true to the scouting report, and we know how they have all great shooters. We know how great Kiana Black is from the three-point line, and that was our game plan from the jump, just to be on them. On the three-point line, you got to have high hands on the ball. So it's just smart defense.
Yeah, same idea, Stephanie. I mean, you were really fast and flashing out onto Kiana. I mean, kind of what was your mindset in defending her? And, like, every time she passed the ball, did you, like, think, well, that's a victory for me right there?
I mean, you've got to respect every player. Kiana Black is an extraordinary player, and she's going to go far in her career, no doubt. But you just got to respect everyone the same. Obviously, you got to keep her in the back of your mind. There's a shooter in the corner, and she's going to knock down open shots. There's no need to get defeated when she does. It's just every possession we've got to come back and just play the same. I think we did a great job today being there for one another in defense, and I think that really helped us just respect her and get to every player individually.
This is for Karen. Being a senior and not knowing when your last game might be, what's the feeling for you coming out of this, not just because of that, but also just how good Ohio was and how, I guess, highly seeded they were?
Being the only senior, I mean, I just know it's a great feeling because I know my teammates have my back every single game. It's never about me. It's never about Joe. It's never about Steph. It's about the entire team, and that's the thing about this team. We always have each other's back. No matter what the score is, no matter who we're playing, we're always holding our own for each other because we know at the end of the day, we are a good team. Even if our record doesn't reflect it, people should be threatened by us because we're a force to be reckoned with.
Corinne, could you talk about that three you hit?
I shot a three today?
Better not.
You shot a three, girl.
You're in trouble.
Was that Joanna?
I think Joe had to shoot it. I don't shoot threes anymore. It's out of my repertoire. Sorry. Cross that one out. Yeah.
So, Joanna, just talk about your offensive game. It seemed, you know, you hit some outside shots, but it seemed like you were scoring on cuts and drives to the basket as well.
Yeah, Coach Jack challenged me a lot in practice. She said I'm a little too stagnant, so I try to move as quickly as I can because I know most teams are going to try to either face guard me, boxing one. So my offense is really predicated on me cutting to the basket hard and moving and trying not to be stagnant at all.
And then, I mean, your mindset going into this game. You had beaten them twice. Were you saying to yourself, good, you know, we've got their number, or were you worried?
I wasn't worried at all. I mean, the biggest thing I think for us is not being comfortable where we were with them. I think, like they said, they're a great team, and I think our mentality going into the game was that, no matter how many times we beat them, they're still can show up anytime. So we have to be on our P's and Q's, and I think we were.
Further questions for our students? Okay, if none, ladies, what you get?
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you.
We'll continue with more questions for Coach Lincoln.
You guys rock. You rock, guys.
Okay,
You rock.
raise your hands if you need any questions.
Coach, you made the point about just the composure. It seemed like they weren't rattled even when Ohio made runs and when they didn't have the lead. What did you observe that just kept them so composed, and really what they had to do, keeping that in mind?
We're recruiting the right kids. We're not the tallest, we're not the fastest, we certainly aren't the most athletic team you're ever going to see. But we do have character, and we're astute in the classroom. And the basketball is what we are building now. It took a while to get the basketball to be where it needs to be, and we still have a long way to go. But the character side was the easy part, and it shows when you ask these young ladies questions, what kind of character, what kind of personalities they have. They're very smart young women. And so when it gets to a point where it gets late in the game and we have to make some decisions, I have to change my personality because I'm the one that's, and they feed off of my personality. So if I can kind of keep it inside and share with them that this is time and score situation, this is what we need to do, they can understand that in a more clear way. So we certainly have a long way to go, but I like this young team. I like the way they're growing the basketball part because the character and academics is already there.
Coach, can you talk about guarding Kiana Black? Because 3 straight games, she had bad shooting games against y'all. Is that the key to y'all beating OU?
No, although she's an unbelievable player, if we make her the magnitude or the mountain beyond the team, then we certainly will lose the battle. We certainly said every single one of them can shoot the ball with the emphasis on her, but we're a next pass rules kind of a team, and we certainly know that she's on the floor somewhere, but we have a certain way we force on defense. There's a certain way we guard a three-point shooter, and she happened to be a part of a great, great team that hopefully was going to get to the NCAA for sure, in my opinion. But we didn't make her the mountain. We just made her a big piece, but a part of a great team.
Hey, Coach, could you articulate just why you guys matched up so well with this particular Ohio team when it was pretty obvious from the results? Not a lot of teams in this conference did.
His grace is sufficient. We haven't done anything different. We don't have a magic wand. We don't have a formula or their number or anything like that. They're just a next team that we play, that we decided that we were going to defend collectively as a team. And I certainly, we play them the 4th time that they might get us, But I think at this time of the season when we're playing them, we are really, really excited about ourselves knowing our offense, our discipline, what we stand for. Our freshmen are finally realizing, oh, this is what we're supposed to do. This is when we're supposed to get back in. This is when I'm supposed to, hedge and recover. We're figuring it out right now, and I certainly don't want anyone to think that we've got to have Ohio's number in a way where somebody thinking we're better or bigger. We just decided to play defense. Defense is our mantra. In the beginning of the year, it was our offense that carried us because we were so young. We were so not ready to defend the technical way I like to teach it. Now this team understands the technicality of our matchup zone. People call it a 2-3, people call it a 1-2-2, and I just laugh because that's the piece that people are missing out on that I rather not share. Our team plays defense now, and if we continue to play defense, we're going to be on a stage to tell our story, and our story is important, but it doesn't matter until we get to that place where we can cut a net down.
Coach, you've won 6 of your last 7. Is it because of that defense? Is that what you guys have really done late in the year, especially in the MAC season?
Unequivocally, yes. We bought in, and the one game that we lost, we got away from it. We got mad. We dropped our heads because we missed out on an opportunity here or there. And I think that last loss was to Akron, and we absolutely were right there. And then we had a spell of a 3.5-minute period where we totally fell apart defensively. And they are a great shooting team. You're going to see in a few minutes. And that they got us. You know, teams like coached by Coach at Akron, once you mess up, it's for good. And hopefully that we learned that lesson and we are moving forward.
I know Cassie finished with 15 late in the game, but in the middle, when she was out, how important was it on both ends, defensively, offensively, that Stephanie and Joanna really stepped up and carried you guys?
Stephanie and Joe did a great job, but what people don't see is what Mariah Suchin did. You know, her defense was just unbelievable. She got in foul trouble, but she stayed true to the defense, and we love Catherine Upps. Her defense, we had to put her back from the 3 to the 4. And she had to manage number 15 and number 10, those athletes. I think one time they jumped over her head. That was unfair, but it was the truth. You know, she got to be able to, you know, just duck. And and then you got Courtney, and Courtney came in. So one thing about our team that's really important that I think that people need to see is that you come to Buffalo, you're going to play. You know, we don't bring you here to be a part of a team that sits at the end of the bench. You have to be a part of the equation because we're just not talented enough to let Joe and Steph be the reason why. We need them all. And so I'm hoping that, you know, the other X factors are the people that comes in off the bench, the Brittany Morrisons of the world. So I'm excited about where we are. I'm not satisfied. I think the best is yet to come. Thank you so much for all you guys do for women's basketball.